Welcome to Up Close and in Focus, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes with production and marketing trailblazers of the music and film industry. Are you ready to be empowered and pursue your own passion?
Hello, everyone. Thank you. And again, for another episode of Up Close and in Focus with your guy, Kerry Douglas. Up Close and in Focus, it takes a deeper dive into some of our influencers, artists, and this particular show, I'm gonna call this probably my most beautiful show. It's the most beautiful show because I have the one and only Jokia.
Yeah.
Jokia. Wow.
I love that. The most beautiful show. I take that.
Hey, you know you're such a pretty lady, and
Thank you.
I'm just so proud of you.
Oh man.
You know, you are a #1 Billboard-charting artist with Yahweh #1.
Yeah, Yahweh and Let Him In.
Yahweh and Let Him In.
Yeah.
#1.
Yes.
Your first time out as an artist.
Yeah, listen. I love how you hyping me up because you are the man who the history maker of #1. So I'm amongst greatness.
I know, but just watching your career from a distance have been amazing. Amazing that you did it. You did that as an independent artist. Also,
I did.
You and your husband Ben.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, man, I just salute you. I
thank
salute
you
you for that. So, so tell me a little bit. Tell me a bit about you, Jokia.
Yeah. Cut and dry. I'm from Compton, California.
Gangster.
You know what I'm saying? I've been redeemed, but don't push me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from Compton, California. I love to sing at 12. I was in an interview one time, and that interviewer asked me, when did you know you could sing? I said, I didn't know if I could or couldn't. I just love to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that other people enjoy it. I gave my life to Christ in the Army. And, that was tough.
So you're a military girl.
Listen, I'm a military girl. My mom said, hey, we ain't got the money to pay for that college. You need to go in the Army. I said, Mom, please. She said, I don't want you on nobody's couch. So, y'all, she told me to go into the Army. I was upset.
In the Army, you can sell the 7C.
I was mad. Okay, mad. But I went in. And there was this guy trying to push Christ on me and really trying to evangelize. And one day, he wasn't even trying to evangelize. He just said, hey, how you doing? I just broke down in tears. He gave me a hug. I gave my life to Christ. And I started writing music. I got deployed in Iraq, picked up that guitar. I said I need to learn how to play an instrument. I picked up the guitar, started writing music. And the rest was history. I couldn't believe that you couldn't tell me I would be where I'm at today.
Well, since you're talking about writing and all of that good stuff, so you were picked one of your songs called "Rise" for the Love Mountain soundtrack.
Oh my God! Yes. Oh my gosh! First of all, I'm excited. The movie itself, the heart of what this movie is about and what it represents, is something fresh. That's what I feel. I feel like it's something fresh. And so when I heard about the Love Mountain movie, I felt like Rise is perfect. Mm-hmm. I think Rise is about love. That's what that song is about. The song is about love. It's about overcoming. It's about unity. It's about Black love. You know what I'm saying? It's about love, period. But it's something about our love, that's tried to be suppressed, I think, in the media, that tries to be suppressed when it comes to radio. When mainstream, we're not hearing too much about love. We're hearing about, everything else. But that message is lost. And I feel like there is a need, a hunger for it. And I want to be a part of being an answer to that problem.
Yeah, I'm on this thing called Funnels of Love because, I just feel like us as a people, that our image and likeness is not really on a national level portraying us as someone that deserves to be loved. And I want the things that we do to portray love. I want to bring back black love, and I love the way you're doing it with the things that you're doing with the movie Love Mountain and the song Rise that ended up #1 on iTunes when it came out on the R&B.
Okay, first and foremost, as an independent artist, I have definitely amassed some success, but I think partnering with you, partnering with Believe It Network has truly made that happen. I wanted to do something different, and we needed to, when I say we, I mean myself and Ben, my husband. But we needed to do something different. We needed to do something that was not just for the healed. The Bible talks about, I've come not to heal the healed. I've come to heal the sick. Then I thought about, wait a minute, I didn't grow up in church like that. How was I delivered? How was I able to give my life to Christ? And so I wanted to reach a people that maybe knew him, but had not maybe made a commitment or relationship. And so partnering with Believe It Network, partnering with you guys, we were able to cross this record over. And, even a lot of people don't know, because it's not even so much just about, publicizing some of the successes like the #1, but we're just even today, number 18.
Wow.
On R&B. On R&B.
That's
Listen,
R&B radio. That's
R&B
general market.
Come on.
Hey.
That's mainstream. So we are having listeners. I've had people reach out to say, I was in Applebee's and I seen somebody singing this record. I know this record, but I believe music, when we're talking about healing, it's not just for saved folks. No, you need to hear this message. You get what I'm saying?
You know what, Jokia? Let them experience your video real quick.
Yes.
Why don't you look in that camera and tell them what they're about to experience.
Hey, y'all. You are about to experience an amazing record. This song is called Rise, featured on the Love Mountain film. I hope you enjoy it. You're going to love it.
Battling a double mind, trying not to compromise, trying to walk a straight and narrow path set before you, screaming at the wall, saying, Lord, don't let me fall, 'cause I'm trying to answer the call. Oh, can you tell that I'm trying? Hey, I'm gonna speak to this mountain, tell it to move. I will put my trust in you, 'cause I'm trying.
Wow, man, that that song just brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it. Just how it's ministering about, just rising above everything that we're dealing with in life right
Right.
now. I mean, especially the times that we're having out here in the social world. So no matter what you're going through, you can just rise above it all. So that's in the Love Mountain movie, and that's on the soundtrack. So I understand that the movie Love Mountain has a lot to do with some things that you're currently going through personally. Now is why you identify so much with the movie, and I mean, am I able to talk to you about it, or?
Go for it. We here. It's about to be breaking. Let's do it.
Okay, you sure you?
I'm sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's what it's about.
All right. So I know you have some issues. You and Ben have been trying to have a child together, and that's kind of what Love Mountain's about. So you want to just talk about it?
Yeah. So with the song Rise, I will say when this song was about, I really did not like the song. I love, like, if you listen to some of my other records, when you hear that guitar, it's ping the pangin'. It's kind of got a little light flow to it, and I felt like Rise was, when I started to write it, or when I started to sing it, my daughter was playing the piano, and when I started to sing Rise, I felt like it was just super deep. I felt like it was just hella deep. It was just really deep. She was playing the piano, playing Mozart. I came down battling a double mind, trying not to compromise. And I just felt like that is just giving Aretha. And I'm trying to be Celine, And I just felt like it was deep, Kerry. So it did hit me, but I looked over and it hit my husband. He was teary-eyed, and that's not normal, but it was affecting him. And he said, that's a record. So we recorded the record, and we knew that Love Mountain, it would be a great record. And, Rise didn't hit me until later because I didn't understand fully what I was singing. And life happened, and then when I sing Rise, now it hits. So Ben and I, we've been married 15 years. And when he met me, I said, "No, I don't want no kids. I'm good. I like my little lifestyle. I love how you treat me. This is you, my baby,
Right.
And we have 2 children. He had 2 children from a prior marriage, and I love those girls as if they're my own. And I'm like, I am blessed already.
Especially after 15 years of
15
raising them.
years, yes, 15 years of raising them, and so we finally came to the point where I said, okay, this is what the Lord wants, and my heart began to align with that. And I got on board, and I had realized something. We've been married 15 years, baby. We ain't using no contraceptives. Listen, not a contraceptive. We weren't using no contraceptives.
Wow.
For those of y'all that don't know what that means, we was natural. We was raw. We was raw in these streets. And in 15 years, Kerry, we did not have a baby, and it did not dawn on me that, wait a minute, I've never gotten pregnant. Then I said, okay, well, let me go ahead, and we went through the IVF. We went around 3-4 rounds, and I think we got to a round where I got pregnant. And I was so excited. Y'all. My heart was full. My family, we told everybody. They tell you to wait till a certain point. I'm like, look what God has done. I'm about to tell the world what God has done, and we did. And, people that we cared about and that was supporting us in the process. And we told them. And then I went to my 9th week ultrasound. And I'm excited, going in there as normal. And then the doctor says, hey, the baby stopped growing. Now, I paused for a minute because I'm thinking, I know you lying. Look again. And then when he said, I see some blood in there, I knew. So my kids were in there. My husband were in there. And next thing you know, that's when my heart just sank. I cried for a little bit. And it was just devastating, you know, losing having expectation, losing a child. You're talking about a level of grief that you didn't know. So even though it's interesting right there, I didn't have much of a breakdown. I think I was still kind of in shock. Mm-hmm. So next from there, I went home. When it was, normally I take naps, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good napper. You know, I take a little nap, especially I was pregnant, I would take a nap. And I took a nap, I woke up, and I realized, no, this was not a dream. This really happened. When I went to bed that night, I think every tear, I had tears in me, I didn't know I could cry. And, you know, I probably don't even know how Ben went to sleep. I just cried the whole night. You know, I wept. And it was heartbreaking.
Wow.
It was heartbreaking. I think the next day it got a little bit harder. You know, I heard from somebody, they said, you shouldn't have told nobody.
Right, that's more added pressure.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have told nobody, that's why. And I said, but I don't believe that way. I don't believe that by me telling somebody that's why my baby didn't survive and all of that stuff. I don't believe, I'm not that type of Christian. I'm not that type of believer. I wanted to rejoice, and God saw fit for things to be they were, you know, what they were. And this movie, what was interesting is I saw in Love Mountain fertility being touched on.
Yes, in a big way.
In a big way. And then in my journey of this, I'm older. I'm 36. I just had a birthday. Shout out to my birthday, July 26th.
Wow.
But the baby was supposed to be due. Oof.
Man.
The baby was supposed to be due on my birthday. You know, now fast forward, you know, I remember I was watching Adrienne Bailon and Israel Houghton. And she said she had fertility issues and that she went through 9 rounds. And those of you that know and those of you that don't know about fertility, it's not cheap. I'm talking about, you could pay anywhere from 15 on up, depending on your specialist or whatever, each round. And so it's not a cheap process. And then it's an emotional roller coaster. But when she said when Adrienne Bailon, which is Israel Houghton's wife, when she said that she did 9 rounds, when I seen that Kiera Sheard had went through fertility concerns and issues, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. So we're seeing black people.
Yeah, we're not used to that. We just think that we can just pop out a baby.
Listen, Granny had about 5, 8, 10. Like that's the thing. You know,
Uncle Kerry over here.
Look, come on now. I ain't never heard of fertility issues growing up because everybody had a whole bunch of kids. You had a whole bunch of cousins. You had big families, family reunions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How often, you know, where we're seeing that black people are having fertility issues like this. Or maybe it was and maybe it wasn't spoken of. But now I'm seeing people slowly but surely discuss this. So to have in this film, there is something touching on this. It is a massive issue. And I'm noticing black women are having children later. Janet Jackson.
Yeah, later in
53. Had Naomi Campbell just had 2 more babies.
Wow.
So we're seeing Gabrielle after 40. Israel Houghton. So we're seeing people are having children more mature. And which is a good thing, right? Which is a good thing. But I'm saying, wow, this is a phenomenon that this is happening. This is good. But it doesn't mean it doesn't come without issues. And Love Mountain is hitting on that.
Yeah, so let's say, so that, you know, regular people, they see your success with the Billboard-charting things. Yeah. And, you know, some things we just take for granted, like having a kid. I mean, you know, I have them from age 4 to 39.
That
So I got a
sounds
lot
fun.
of kids.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I've had a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like it's all that big of a deal.
Oh, it's so rich.
But this brings me back to one of my best friends. He was married, and he spent maybe $100,000, with him and his wife at the time, trying to have a kid, and just like you guys, they kept losing the baby, and there was no good outcome with that. Him and his wife divorced because it was real important, that they had a child. And I've been like by his side for the last 10, 15 years, walking him through that. He still is hurt behind it. He's coming out, but a lot of people, some people out here just can't get together and have a kid.
Yeah.
They look at your story, your glory, but they don't understand the story. How are you ministering to people and you're going through this type of situation?
I will tell you, I went to the doctor, I think it was December 29th, and the doctor said, all right, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have the contractions and you're going to pass the baby. And I said, okay, this was on December 29th or 30th. And I said, okay. And they said, if you don't over the weekend pass the baby, then call us and we'll give you some medication to kind of like basically poison to help flush the baby out. I went to Houston. I sang. I had on like Depends, which is like an adult diaper. I was singing in Houston on July 1st, December 31st. I sang. As I'm getting ready to walk up, I felt the blood begin to come out. I sang, and then it was just blood. Then I woke up the next morning. I felt excruciating pain that I never felt in my life. I mean, I felt like I could almost pass out. I had never felt what a contraction felt like. And this was intense. And, Ben was right there just kind of helping me along the way. I was in the hotel, and I had to pass the baby through. And so in that moment, though, when I was singing and when I was worshiping, and then I had some more services. But when I began to worship, I started to sing, if he did it before, he could do it again. And singing rise, I can rise above this.
Yes.
I can rise above this. And I had to. So the song had to not just be lyrics, but it had to be reality. But the hardest thing is not singing a song that you don't live. And I have to live it. And I'm grateful. I really am. I am grateful. And, I want to encourage any family. If you are in this situation, I promise you, you're not by yourself. I promise you. If you had grief, if you had loss of a child, some people carry a baby full term to 9 months and have to deliver a child and hold that child. And so, rise, you got to really believe. And I promise you, when you hear that song, I'm not just singing words. And I hope every time you listen to it, you're encouraged, you're inspired. And that's why this record means so much to this film, Love Mountain. That's why it means so much crossing over to multiple genres. That's why it means so much for it to be heard by many people as possible, because we got to rise above it all. This love funnel has to happen.
Amen. Amen. Well, that part is a little intense for me. I know we.
Nobody knew this too, by the way. I gotta post pictures on social media smiling.
Yeah.
I gotta still show up as Jokia for
Yeah.
my family. I gotta still show up as Jokia, the creative, the artist. But all the while, sometimes you don't know why people, you see them online, you have no clue.
What's going on?
That's why it's important to love people when you see them.
You know what? We're gonna take a break here, and we're gonna play something to address your legacy.
Yeah.
Not just the music, not just the movies, but also your legacy. Something that you started doing that you wanted to have when your child was grow up. You starred in a animated cartoon.
Yeah.
Ain't that so weird?
Yeah.
So we're gonna just play a piece of this cartoon that you're starring in.
Oh my gosh,
It's Jokia playing herself in the Hip Hop Boobly show, and she's singing the song Mr. Weatherman. Y'all check it out. Let us know if you like it. Jokia, Hip Hop Boobly, Mr. Weatherman.
Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. When I asked my mom what to wear, she said wear sneaker and jeans. I asked if I could have an ice cream cone, 'cause I really want one, please. Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. Please, Mr. Weatherman, I hope you give me good news. I just want to go outside and play and have my ice cream cone. If you can just check the weather one more time, please.
And it's getting a little windy. Time to bundle up with me. Mr. Weatherman, what's the forecast outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine.
That is so interesting, Mr. Weatherman. Let me hear you do some of that live.
Mr. Weatherman, what's the weather outside? When I checked the weather forecast, it was cloudy sunshine. I just feel like it's cute.
That is so cute. And you know how impactful kids' music is.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like, I look at regular streaming music, I look at kids, it's in the billions, 30 billion.
Wow.
Oh yeah, kids' music and animations is huge. And I do believe that's going to be a strong legacy for you and
Yes.
yours, for many, many years to come, girl.
Oh, man.
I'm so
I
proud
love
of you.
it. Thank you. No, listen, I love Hip Hop Boobly. I love what it represents. I love the characters. The characters are evolving. There's like more that's happening with these characters and how they educate. Another cool thing you just mentioned about was the numbers. So I found that Hip Hop Boobly is in other countries.
Oh, yes.
And then everybody is learning language, like learning English. From watching Hip Hop Boobly.
Yes.
But it makes sense. I learned Selena songs listening to Selena, learning Spanish. I love Spanish. I wanted to learn Spanish, for myself and for my baby and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. So I started practicing Spanish and, but Hip Hop Boobly opened up a lane for me to be able to dive more into a fan base that I have, which is kids. Kids literally copy me so much.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked. A lot of little girls from copying the hair. I said, Lord, I need to do something with some kids
Right.
to really speak to that audience. And so Hip Hop Boobly opened that lane. And now it's something that my children's children can now go back
Legacy.
and watch and see and learn.
Yes.
We're teaching our family, we're teaching our own. And I just feel like that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get you one of these.
Yeah, I need one.
Hip Hop Boobly
Yes.
shirts. And
Yes.
all of you guys, y'all need to order your Hip Hop Boobly. That's HIPHOPBOOBLY.
Yes.
Hip Hop Boobly, where we learn and grow. It's a wonderful show. And here's another thing, Jokia, is that, there's not just kids
Right.
watching this show. It's the parents watching it.
parents
So
watching.
that's why this music and these animations are doing so well. That's why Walt Disney and all these big companies, these animated companies, so well, because you have the parents' ears and eyes, and you have the kids' ears and eyes, and a lot of the advertisers, that's where they want to place their product, their products at in front of people like that. So I'm excited to work with you with this Boobly thing, and your character is going to be doing a lot of special things. So
Oh man.
yeah.
Okay, so here's why I'm excited too. So with Hip Hop Boobly, it's not just myself. It's a family affair. You understand what I'm saying? So Hip Hop Boobly not only has me, it features my husband, my
Ben.
2 daughters.
Yes.
Ben is gonna be like he's a watch. Almost like he's the I Ben. So you know how you say hey Siri, you say hey Ben. He pops
Ben.
up and he got all the information. So that is super fun, kind of bringing in that technology into with children. Then I have my 2 daughters inspired by Jasmine and Felicia. One is a bookworm; she loves to read, and the other one she loves to play instruments. Sophie the songbird. So it's super fun to bring the family into this. And even though they're adult kiddos or whatever, for their children and their children's children.
Right.
So this thing is extending. This thing is going broad.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that my family is able to be a part.
Well, that's great. I just want people to draw it together. You got the music.
Yeah.
You got the movie.
Yes.
You got the animation.
Yes.
This is the ingredients of building a superstar right now,
Oh my
Jokia.
gosh,
We're gonna, and our key thing is bringing back love, bringing
Yes.
back family, and massaging the family and massaging love and pouring that on people. We're gonna
Right.
pour positive energy on our people.
Yes.
That's what we're here to do. Pour positive energy,
That's right.
expand our powerful energy on our people. So that's great. What else we got? Well, let me bring our watchman in. What do you call him?
You say hey Ben.
Hey Ben.
Hey Ben.
Hey Ben, come in. Hey Ben, you here? What's going on, man?
You know what I'm saying? I just popped up. You know
I
what I'm saying?
see
When
it,
I get
man.
the call, I come
Yeah,
on.
all right. Hey, right here in that watch, baby. Ben is in
Ben
that
watch.
watch. The Ben watch. Yeah, I want to make sure I copyright that. The Ben watch.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey Ben, she kind of talked about the process that she went through. I just wanted to just hear your voice just a little bit. How that was. Y'all trying to have a child together,
Yes.
because everybody, 15 years, man, it's about
a long time.
Yeah, you have something together, So how do you feel about it? How?
I was torn. Watching my wife go through the process, being poked and prodded, being examined for months on end, watching her go through the psychological, don't get your hopes up, and just watching that dynamic each and every time that it happened, at a point I was like, Lord, do I want to continue to put my wife through this? I love my wife, and I don't want to continue to have her hurt and, get her hopes up and things of that nature. So each step of the way I check on her like, hey, we can stop at any time. If you feel like this is too much, we'll stop. So I kept that position all the way through. And because I know whatever I feel, she feels times two because she's physically going through it. So just being mindful that, I got to make sure my wife knows at all times, you're not alone. You're not going through this alone, and you will never go through this alone.
I got a question. Did you ever cry or have moments like away from me?
Why you putting my business out in the street?
No, I want to know, because one of the things in that process, I just remember being very strong, like around me, almost. It was almost as if you were not wanting to maybe fall apart in front of me. I don't know. I just remember, I don't remember you having any as much as breakdown. I remember, on TV when they do the gulp, like I hugged him and I was crying and I heard him do that. I was like, oh, you hold back that tear, something's going on.
Well, I'll tell y'all.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to take my moments. In order to make sure that I was able to be there for you, I had to make sure that I processed my emotions as well. So I processed my emotions and then, put on a brave face because, got to walk with you through it. So
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Ben? We got some emotional information we want to tell you.
Well, we want to tell y'all.
We need to tell the world.
We need to tell the world
what you gonna tell them?
that we have risen above it all.
Yes.
And why?
She's having my baby, and it means so much to me.
Oh my God. In other words, with that singing, yes, y'all, we are pregnant.
Yes, and we're beyond the first trimester.
Yes, we are. We are officially 12 weeks.
Yes!
Yes, I'm excited. I was so afraid, but God has really showed out. And I am pregnant. I am happy. And this is the one. We're going all the way with this one.
All right.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I want you to sing that Rise a cappella for me, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with Jokia. She's going to sing Rise a cappella because she has risen above it all like an eagle. Yes.
Battling a double mind, trying not to compromise, trying to walk a straight and narrow path set before you, screaming at the wall, saying, Lord, don't let me fall, 'cause I'm trying to answer the call. Or can you tell that I'm trying? I'm gonna speak to this mountain, tell it to move. I will put my trust in you, 'cause I'm trying to rise above it, rise above it all. Rise above it all like an eagle. You can rise above it all. Oh, 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 oh. You can rise above it.
Wow. So, Jokia, that performance was amazing.
Thank you.
Let the people know how to find you on social media. Give them all of your stuff because we need to get that popping.
Absolutely.
Popping.
Listen, I thank y'all so much. I love y'all family. To stay connected with me on social media, all of my social media, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to to TikTok. Everything is simple. Jokia Music. That's JOKIA music.com. Also jokiamusic.com. We also have godsentbw.com. Listen, we got Hip Hop Boobly coming at you. We got Love Mountain coming at you. But if you want to know any of that stuff, you can find me at Jokia Music everywhere. And I love y'all. Be sure to download the record, that song. I hope it inspires you. Be sure to listen on YouTube. Be sure to listen on all music platforms, wherever you stream your music. Listen there. Type in Jokia, type in Rise, and you are going to love this song for the Love Mountain soundtrack. So I appreciate y'all. Let's stay connected.
Yes, I'm your host, Kerry Douglas, and you have experienced Up Close and In Focus with your guy, Kerry Douglas. Also, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this. We need you. So help us help you. All right. See you at the top, because it's awful crowded at the bottom. Next time.
Thanks for listening to Up Close and In Focus. Remember to take action, embrace your passions, and never give up on your dreams. Kerry Douglas will see you at the top, because it's crowded at the bottom.